Why do you want to work here? What makes you unique? Let's see what our interviewer asks.
So I want to hear more. Tell me a little about your experience and what you'd bring to this role.
Pause. When this is asked, they're looking to learn what makes you stand out. Be honest with your answers. If that means having to pause and think for a second, that is all right. Think about your past experiences and how the role lines up with your future goals. It never hurts to be honest.
Great question. Ever since I was young, I've always been the organized one in my family. Whether it was helping my parents schedule vacations or color coordinating my closet. Naturally, that lifestyle got me here, project management. I've been a people person for as long as I can remember. Plain and simple, I love team building and making sure everyone has a part. Just the other month, I helped lead a team of 5 to deliver a 3-week sales project a few days ahead of schedule. I'd love to bring these things here.
What would you say are the best parts and the worst parts of your job?
So the best part of my day is anytime I can automate something and I do it in a way where I spend a lot less time automating it than I would doing that repetitive task. That's a great day. The worst part of my day, I would say, is I guess when different social media platforms update the versions. Oftentimes they're just like changing the name of a field or something like that. And so we have to do some things on our, sometimes it depends, right? So we have to do things on our end and we're not necessarily getting any more information out of it. I've been at my current job 4 years and I've automated a lot of things and I've gotten rid of a lot of bugs and now things are running very smoothly. And so I don't have to worry about it as much. And so now I'm moving more towards how can I use this data that I've set up all these systems to acquire? How can I actually use that for something more interesting?
The tech industry has a very high demand, and like any innovative industry, there's always challenges that come with it, but there's always new opportunity that's arising with new technology that's forefronting in the industry. Some of the things that I would suggest that really help out in this role is being able to have good energy, speak well, read proficiently, have good problem-solving skills and good research skills. So if you're interested in this career, our biggest advice is really just hang in there and stick with it. And I would recommend doing some research into the different fields that really inspire you. If you put a lot in, you get a lot out. So it's always a new fun experience when I wake up every morning.
I think being curious is very important as a graphic designer. Asking questions is really helpful. It's guided me to all kinds of different places, and I've been able to make all kinds of different connections. It pushes me a lot, you know? It makes me gravitate in a way towards things that I normally wouldn't be interested in or know anything about.
So I work in product marketing for a technology company. So a product marketer, we can think about it as have you seen a Venn diagram with the circles? And there's an overlap in the middle, right? So we work with a lot of different teams. And with product marketers, one of those circles is engineers, the people who are building the products, right? So this cup is a product. These cards, somebody designed somewhere. Yeah. The table, the vase, everything. And so the people who are building the products, if they just build things and make more things, who's gonna care unless somebody's there to tell the audience why it's important, why they should be purchased, and why they should be used. Make sure to connect the dots. I bring the pieces together.
I like to keep up with new software and new frameworks that happen and come up by actually looking through job openings. And if there is a new framework that's really important, a lot of companies will post that in their job description or a requirement. So I'll kind of go through what jobs are available and see what companies are using most of. And sometimes I even learn about new frameworks that way.
Flat hierarchy.
I don't even know what that means. Does that mean that everybody's just like on the same level?
Kinda.
Okay.
Well, what it means is that there is not a lot of middle management.
Okay.
So when you think about the structure of an organization, there are not a lot of roles between frontline team and like the executive, like senior leadership staff.
Yeah.
So there are some really big companies that use this type of structure. So it's really good to know that if you see that, that's probably what it means.
Okay.